Etiosa Ighodaro is currently training with Kaizer Chiefs, but guys, I have a huge question that I need to ask you at home, you viewers at home, so that you can be able to answer me in terms of, this question that is, eating me up inside. But anyways, before we dive into all of the details in terms of Etiosa Ighodaro, guys, please do make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, yeah, don't forget to click the bell notification so that next time when I post a new video, you will get notified. Now, remember, guys, there's a question that I need you to answer. Yes, I will bring the question, somewhere along the video. I don't know why, but somewhere along the video. In fact, I have two questions, matter of fact. The first one being, since currently he is being spotted training with Kaizer Chiefs, was it alone? Or did we buy him from Mamelodi Sundowns? Because remember, there was a problem. Let me just quickly take you back a little bit. Now, we knew, Etiosa Ighodaro is a player who's been loaned out since he arrived at Mamelodi Sundowns. He joined, I think, 2021. And then ever since he joined, Sundowns, he's been loaned out. He's never played for Sundowns, so he's always been on loan. He was loaned to Chipa United. He was loaned to, I think, Supersport or Sekukun, I'm not too sure. And also Amazulu, I think recently was loaned out to Amazulu FC. And now the loan has come to an end. And there was something that happened. Also, the contract was also coming to an end. So that was something that we need to keep in mind. So with him and his contract coming to an end, and Kaizer Chiefs having interest or showed interest in signing the player, this is what I think. In my theory, they went and they signed, Ighodaro, and then later on they found out there's a problem. Ighodaro has an option, which probably it was not made public, but I think the agent was supposed to, do something in terms of that, unless he doesn't have an agent. So that was a problem. So since there was an option to extend his contract, his stay at Mamelodi Sundowns, that means now Kaizer Chiefs will need to either loan the player or buy the player, because at the end of the day, it won't be the free player, because we thought since he's becoming a free agent, and just like Kaizer Chiefs thought, no, he's a free agent, then we can sign him. We know how Kaizer Chiefs operates; they always sign free agents. So now, with the possibility of him being a free transfer coming to join Kaizer Chiefs, I think they did sign, because we remember, we even saw the footage, which obviously we authenticated the footage. It's not, I repeat, guys, it's not AI. It's not AI generated. That is real footage of Etiosa Ighodaro, wearing and donning the black and gold jersey. But there was a problem since the announcement of foot, definitely there's a contract extension. Now we needed to at least buy the player or loan him. That was my first question. Did we buy or did we loan him? Because at the end of the day, we need to know what happened. Now, moving on, if you remember correctly, Wafetu, Umjita, so far, I think he's played about 95 games with PSL, if I'm not mistaken, and he's managed to score 25 goals with about a total of 3 or 4 assists. And you look at how he plays, you look at him, the height, number one, it's a checkpoint for Kaizer Chiefs, because at the end of the day, these are the kind of center forwards they're looking for. He's tall, he's someone who can score with, set pieces, which is something that they need, even though currently Kaizer Chiefs, I'm still crying, because at the end of the day, it doesn't look like they're strengthening when it comes to set pieces. It looks like we are falling way behind when it comes to set pieces. And then also, we move on. You look at, as a striker who knows how to position himself, who knows how to score goals. He's someone who definitely fit into the character of what Kaizer Chiefs is looking for. And another thing, he's a foreigner. I know Kaizer Chiefs loves foreigners. He's a foreigner, especially centre forwards. He's a foreigner. And age-wise, I think it's doable. It's doable, not too bad. Definitely he does fit, into Kaizer, just because currently I believe Umjita is 20-something, 24, 25. I don't know. But somewhere there, even though I do not think he is, but 200 on the transfer market is currently 24, meaning 24, 25, somewhere around there. And then you look at, the players that we currently have. You look at Flavo Silva, you look at Wandile Tuba, you look at Naledi Hlongwane, even though he's not yet, being shown to be part of the squad, because the announcements, I believe, have not yet been made. And then you look at, even the players who are still waiting for their verdict. You remember Luke Batman, Arsenal Villabai, those are the other two players that we're still waiting a verdict on. And then you look at Ashley Dupreez, you look at who's this other guy, Tish Morris. All of those strikers, they are different from him. He's totally different. Ngashuti, he's more of like your Flavo Silva, but with the experience of having played PSL. Yes, guys, don't get me wrong. He's not the same into the sense Yoguti. Definitely, he's a sharpshooter, just like Flavo Silva. Flavo Silva is a sharpshooter. He's someone who knows the back of the net. Unfortunately, currently, but I hope he can be that number one center forward that we always use. But definitely, we will see as time goes on. And then you compare him to all of those other strikers. He's different. He's a different breed. He's someone who can help the team, even though some of us, we are not happy with him. But I've seen some of you guys saying, no, definitely, if we did sign him, it's a good thing. And also, if Kaizer can get, even though, guys, Saloom is gone. If Kaizer can get Saloom, because there's Jesse number 6, and then also if we can get a goalkeeper. Yes, and I agree with you in terms of the goalkeeper. But Saloom, guys, I don't think Kaizer is going to do anything at this point, because Kumbule, he was left with 1 year. Now he just signed. I think he probably signed 2 years or 3 years with Isimba SC, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely, most definitely, Kaizer is going to buy him out on a 2-year deal. They can't. They just can't. Not good, they can't. They won't. Let me make that clear. They won't sign him out of that deal. So, since Tiwano currently he's training with Kaizer Chiefs, then it shows that, okay, probably by trialer or by check my fitness levels, because at the end of the day, they will need to make announcements. Transfer market, it's open until I think September, around the 2nd or the 1st. I'm not too sure. I always forget in terms of what's valid transfer market, because fearless is cut, this is still signings and everything. So currently, obviously, he's been, a talk of the town. He's been a player that has always been wanted by Kaizer Chiefs. So this brings me to my next question. Guys, do you think Etiosa Ighodaro is a good signing for Kaizer Chiefs? Do you think this guy is going to help the team? I just want you to answer with a straight, simple answer. Yes or no? That is my question. That's all. That is all that I'm asking. Is Etiosa Ighodaro, God's power, going to help Kaizer Chiefs succeed? That is my only question. Please let me know down in the comment section below. Other than that, we are still waiting for the official announcement. But currently, I can tell you guys, we know definitely Uchita is training. Yes, I know. A lot of you are going to ask me, Vito QP, where's the proof? Where are the photos and everything? Guys, let's wait. Things will come. Let's wait. Be patient. This is what he is into. We should not rush anything. This is our time. Let's take our time, relax, and do what needs to be done. I just hope, because I won't talk much about other players that we've wanted and we did not sign, and currently they are doing something. Because I remember when we talked about Apolis, a lot of you told me, we should just review our stats, okay, because he's been having a poor season. And guys, tell me what you saw yesterday, because I know a lot of you watched the game of Pirates against Polokwane City, the opening match of MTN 8. Tell me what you saw in terms of Apolis, and then go check. And then check out my video where I said Apolis is doing what he's doing deliberately. And this season, we are going to see the best of Apolis. I believe Nangajani, we are still going to see more. This was not just the biggest, but it was the start. And also, we're going to get to experience Fawaz Basadin. Those two players, remember, they said, we want to join Kaizer Chiefs. We want Chiefs. those are high quality players, but they did not get signed because our team, had their complications. But anyways, we're not there, guys. Please don't forget to let me know what you think down in the comment section below in terms of Etiosa Ighodaro. I can't wait for the official announcement, and also I want to see how we are going to, structure, because on the 10th, I believe Kaizer Chiefs will be playing against Stellis. Stellenbosch FC. But I want to see Stellis how they play and perform today. I believe they're playing, if I'm not mistaken, they're playing against what was the team? I forgot, but anyways, we'll see later on. But I believe this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you later on with something new, if possible. Peace.